So, what's interesting, obviously you have lived your life in the public, and people have made accusations that some were true and some weren't. I thought at a time when some of those accusations were made, it was, to me, it was quintessentially human. But it was also one of the very things that people use to go, see, I told you. And I don't want to feel like a hypocrite.
Yeah.
So I have to ask you, so out of all the things that were ever said, some hurt, some were true, some weren't, what is it you like for people to know? Like a cat like me who really, not believe, because I'm not a sycophant, but I believe in your artistic perspective, I should say.
Right.
What is it that you would like people like me to know, who I really felt like you were ministering to me?
Well, that's important to me, that people know I'm speaking or singing truth.
Right.
That's important.
Right.
But like you said, accusations. Now, I had an accusation for domestic violence, which was not true, right? But there was a promise I made to my children, and that was, I'm not going to say anything bad about your mother at all. Never going to. I had people that was coming, friends in the business, entertainment tonight. They wanted to come get my perspective. And before they got to the airport, I said, no, I can't. They said, why? I can't, because I made a promise to my children. And one of the things that really popped into my mind was a song that we used to sing when we were in church coming up. And it was the lyrics was, victory, victory shall be mine. Victory, victory shall be mine. This was the hard part. If I hold my peace and let the Lord fight my battles, then victory shall be mine. We don't want to hold our peace, especially when something is being said about us that's untrue, even if there is true. We don't want to hold our peace. But in that, what happened in the courtroom was absolutely amazing, where the judge looked at the court reporter and said, put in the records that this woman is a liar. So I didn't even have to say it.
Yeah, but BeBe, here's the thing.
But the accusation hurt. At the same time, it made me even better, because I can tell people who are going through those situations,
I
you can
that.
make it through.
I understand that. Something like that, when somebody besmirches your character, and you stood in your faith, and it was rewarded with a total amount of truth and redemption, you have an obligation to then say, I'm glad that you're saying this story right now, because I had no idea it happened, because no one ever knows. Right. It's not bad to tell somebody what happened as a point of fact. You went through, you adjudicated, this is what happened. And I think for me, there were other gospel people that were going through a lot of stuff, and there was a lot of, and for me, I got to tell you, I told jokes about it. This is what I did. Right. It hurt me to tell jokes about it that way, because I didn't know whether it was true or not. But that doesn't matter from my perspective. I got to always do the things I believe in. Right. It makes me happy to hear that, and it makes me sad that I didn't hear it before.